Okay, big update. Negotiation terms are set now for the redevelopment of the sports arena property. Hey, this is Brad Hobson. I'm around San Diego. So the city of San Diego and the development team Midway Rising, they have submitted an agreement to negotiate the lease and redevelopment plan of the city's 48-acre sports arena site right here in the Midway district. So both parties have executed what's known as an exclusive negotiation agreement. And this starts the clock on a 2-year period that requires the developer to produce very important materials at set dates and not deviate too far from its winning bid. Remember last September, the San Diego City Council members, they selected Midway Rising from a field of 3 different competitors to redo the 48-acre sports arena property. So what is Midway Rising? It calls for 4,250 apartment homes, a new 1,600-seat arena, a 200-room hotel, and 20 acres of plaza and park space. Now, the signed agreement calls for a 2-year window ending December of 2024 to finalize lease terms and arrive at a development deal, with the city council required to receive progress reports on a quarterly basis. Now, the mayor and the city council, they have the ability to extend this current agreement for 2 1-year terms, and both parties can walk away at any time if they choose. A few highlights of the agreement. Of course, affordable housing is a big part of it. The project must contain at least 2,000 affordable residential units, meaning these are deed-restricted units for families making 80% or less of the area's median income. And that would mean families making about $87,000 or less, they would be eligible to rent the affordable units. Now, the contract also stipulates that Chelsea Partners and Legends and Zephyr, those are the companies that make up the Midway Rising Group, they cannot assign the agreement to other parties without the city's approval. And that specific clause, that's important because it's designed to ensure that the city will be doing business with the same parties that they vetted during the selection process. Now, the Midway Rising Group, they must produce a plan for soliciting community input by March 3rd. They also are tasked with completing their on-site due diligence work, submitting their financing plan, identifying their funding sources by July 31st. And by October of next year, they have to have a complete project description with enough detail that it will allow the city to start moving forward with the state required environmental review. So that's the current update. So they've chosen the company Midway Rising. Now it's a 2-year period to basically negotiate all the terms and make sure Midway Rising is going to build what they said they're going to build, and then start the environmental review, and then eventually start this process. So a long way to go, but I wanted to give you an update. I hope this has been helpful. This is Brad Hobson, and I'm around San Diego.